What's up, guys? Bass Boys here. We're back over here at the landfill pond. Haven't fished here in a bit, so this is a solo trip. There ain't a person here, which is pretty typical of here, which is a good thing. It means we get more fish. So I already been here for maybe like an hour. I just caught a nice 16-inch bass, but not on video. But that's all right, because whenever I catch a good fish, sometimes it's time to pick up the camera. So I guess we're gonna pick it up and we're gonna start recording in case we get a giant, which I hope so. It would suck though if I would have caught a giant and didn't get a video or didn't get a clip of it. Got 3 rods here I brought. One's for crappie. That's my walleye rod, but set up for crappie fishing. But we're gonna be using right now this tanuki. It's a custom tanuki. I actually made this with a mold that I recently bought and started making these things. It's the the Gary Yamamoto Yamatanuki. It's pretty similar to what the actual bait looks like. This one, the specific one here is kind of crappy. It didn't come out too good, but I just caught a pretty good bass on it just now, so it doesn't really matter. It works. They eat it. It doesn't matter. But got my Legend Tournament. It's a Bass Series rod. It's a 7'3" medium, just spinning. And then a Shimano Stratic is the reel I'm using. It's 10-pound braid. And pretty much every fish today has came right out here. This always seems to be the spot where they like to hang out. Nice spar cast. Let's see if we can oh, I just got a fish as soon as I hit the water. That's crazy. This might actually be a pretty good fish. I don't know. Maybe he's one in those weeds. I think he's in heavy weeds. But this fish, man, he's fighting. Probably reeling in like 5 pounds of weed with them. I probably should be using a medium heavy rod. What the heck is this fish doing? That ain't a bad one. That's not a bad one for picking up the camera on the first cast. Has a really small looking mouth. He's a weird color. He couldn't resist the custom tanuki though. So there it is. First bass of the day. Really yellowy green one with a round fat belly. He had a lot of energy, that fish. So we got bass on the first cast pretty much. As soon as it hit the water. First cast as soon as I picked up the camera. See if there's any more out there. It's a much cooler day out today. Only reaching like 76 degrees or something. So pretty comfortable conditions out here. It's Yamatanuki, this custom bait. Seems to be working pretty well so far. It's about what I expected. I don't know if I mentioned, it's a little bit smaller. It said it's a 3.5-inch mold. but it is definitely a lot. Not a lot, but a bit. Not as fat as the actual Yamatonuki. It's kind of like the perfect size. Just a little bit smaller. Just a little bit smaller than that one. Right in the middle. Because they do have a 2.5. And I don't know if they have a big giant one. I think there's 3 sizes though. I know they have a small one that's smaller than this one. That one works pretty well too. Chased it in, jumped out, popped out. Got them stupid flies flying around my head. Those things are annoying. All of a sudden they disappear. They got something nibbling on it. Small though. Bite's been really dead for a while. Very dead. Yeah, I think we'll have the jumbo. Maybe. No, I think it's a jumbo, but he can go in those weeds. It's our first bass. Quite a while. Bass, they just always find a way. Get buried in the weeds. Really no escaping it though. Because it's pretty much everywhere. Yeah, that's a good bass there. It's a pretty good one. Yeah, that's a fatty. Good bass there. Bleeding a little, but he's good. Decent size there. They're all real fat. Chucked my bait off, so I might get a new one. Never mind, he didn't chuck the bait off, but it's pretty much finished. Too many tears in it. I'm gonna switch over to a Senko now, 6-inch. These are other customs too. From a 6-inch mold from the Gary Yamamoto. Kept the, I forget what the name of this color is, but it's an actual color. I kept all the torn up ones together. Kept all the same colors together. It comes out just like it. Let's try the 6-inch. Let's try back over here again. Oh, come on, man. Kidding me? Keep breaking. That time it was something different. It was the my fluorocarbon leader just broke. And I tied the Alberta, not sure what the name is, but it's one of those. And that just broke. It's now stuck with just braid. Whatever. Alright, retied. I wouldn't have missed that fish if I just didn't use a leader and just use braid. I know that, the fish could see it, but who really knows? Who really knows if they would bite it if it was just braid or fluorocarbon? That's a fish. Man, these bass like this, it's coming straight in. This might be another good one. Yeah. Might be the smallest one. This one ain't too fat. And of course he barely swallowed it. I just tied this hook on. I'm gonna see if I can get this out. I really don't like leaving a hook in a bass, but I think I'll be able to get this out without doing any damage. Well, I got it out of him. It was just barely down there. And he's not bleeding at all. So that's good. Always hate leaving a hook in a fish's gut. Sometimes you can't get it. And it's just better to leave it in there, but that one was kind of just skin hooked right in there. So I popped it out. Whoa. That one hit fast. And it's coming fast. Let's get all in them weeds. Got news for him. He's coming in. Yeah, Yeah, it's another good bass. Still has to fight. Alright. It's done fighting. It's another good bass though. They're all like pretty good today. Let's see. Pretty good size. Now he threw off my bait. Well, we're starting to put together a pretty good day here. That's usually how it goes though. Kind of start off slow. And then we're in the later hours, so it's looking better. It seems like I'm starting to see some possible crappie action. So, yeah, something just jumped there. Something's like feeding on top, a bunch of fish. So, since I think they might be crappie, we're gonna try to use the Yum sonar minnow here. It's a 4-inch and a 1/16 ounce jig head, weedless. Same kind of rod as the bass rod. It's the same coil-headed tournament, but it's the walleye series. It's a 7-foot light with the Shimano Sahara 1000 size reel. This one's got braid, 10-pound braid. But yeah, I'm starting to see some fish come up to the surface. Just seems like crappie. I actually caught my biggest crappie here not too long ago. Probably a month ago. Biggest crappie I ever caught. And a whole bunch of good ones out of here too. But as the last couple times here, the crappie bites seem to kind of go away. Obviously they're somewhere else unless they're here and just not interested in the bait. Got a fish. And a sonar. I really hope it's crappie, but that'd be kind of crazy if this was. This fish feels pretty decent. I don't know what the heck it is. That's a bass. Another bass. This one decided he wanted to eat the sonar. It's like bass number 5 or something. Good size, just not huge, but it's an okay size bass there. Back to fishing with the Senko again. These crappies or whatever they are just don't want to hit the sonar. I'm not going to be out here all day Probably gonna leave pretty soon. Not gonna wait till sunset because we're still like an hour away, or 2 hours really. So it's not gonna be an all-day fishing day today. I was hoping to get some variety, some crappies, but it's probably not gonna happen. So we'll just continue using the Senko. Okay, so gonna be the last cast here. I'm gonna call it. Let's hope we get one. Just trying to end the video here in a fish. I think it's already probably about 7 o'clock. I was gonna call it about there. Wasn't gonna fish all day here today because the walk to get back is kind of a pain. It's a long walk through like a jungle, so I figure I'd do it when the sun's still up. Well, looks like we are gonna end the day on a fish. Man, I think he was playing with that thing for forever. I really didn't swallow it. This one feels big. They always feel big. This one might be pretty big though. Let's see. Yeah, it's a chunk. It's a chunk bass, and it almost looks like there's a line in his mouth. I wonder if... Yeah, he ate something. You know what? I know what this is. This is the bass right here that took my leader. That's crazy. He bit again. I'm gonna help him out. Look at that. Look at that. I just got my bait back too. It didn't even hook him. Just had it in his gut. Just pulled the freaking bait right out. That's pretty crazy. I've never had that happen before. But he just went after the exact same colored worm twice. He's not a bad sized fish. So it's kind of weird because usually when you miss a good sized bass, they ain't gonna go for it again. So there we go. That's probably the biggest one of the day. It's a chunk. Kind of all been chunks today. Well, he's lucky because that was my last cast and I just saved him from having to eat that worm and hook. Alright. So that's good. That was, I'm not lying, that was literally the last cast I was gonna do. I was gonna try to end it on a fish, and that one just came by and ate it. That's crazy. That bass should thank me for getting that hook out of him. Or maybe it's my fault for not tying a good knot to the leader, so to the braid. I'm gonna have to figure out how to tie that better, Maybe I made a mistake or something. Probably. That's why it broke. Or I'm just going to continue using braid because it seemed like, I don't know about these fluorocarbon leaders and everything. I don't even know if it really does anything. It makes you get more bites because they can't see the line, but I think when these bass are aggressive, I don't think they care. They're going to hit your bait either way. But yeah, we caught some on the Tanuki, or Tanuki, really what it's called. It's a custom one. That's the one that I have a mold for. Got a few on them. And then we got a whole bunch, then the rest, not a whole bunch, the rest on the Senko, which was another custom mold worm that I make with all the old ripped up ones that I have. So I didn't use any new baits today, I don't think. I don't think I used one single one. But I got a far walk, so that's why I'm heading out of here before the sun gets below that landfill there. Because typically there'd be a bite, you know, at sunset. Pretty typical of fishing. I'm gonna give me enough time to walk out of here before the mosquito invasion starts. Because I don't want to be out here today with that. And the walk is real long too. So, but yeah, if you like the video, hit the like button. Wouldn't mind, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.